I'm going to show you guys how to lacto ferment garlic right now. It's one of the best ways to bridge between like last year's garlic and next year's garlic. There's kind of like a dead zone where like last year's garlic isn't still that good and you still haven't harvested anything from this year. That's why I like to lacto ferment. I will say any fermenter will tell you the best time to ferment is when it's fresh. So I'm not doing it this best time. I've never done it this late in the season. So I'm actually partially doing this too to just see how it goes. I think it's going to turn probably green and then like a darker brown instead of a more off-white color that I get when I ferment it fresh. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Like these are perfectly good, healthy cloves. I really sorted through. They're just old. Like you can see a little bit of green growth. That's okay. We're going to ferment that too. It's really easy. This is mostly the soft neck variety Red Talk, but I have mixed in German red, Russian red, Spanish Roja, Bogatyr, purple Italian. So I did a mix of really spicy and hot and mellow and sweet. If you have one variety you really like, just do the one variety. But if you like more complex flavors, I find when you ferment to make fermented garlic paste, it does better the more varieties you have. So let me show you guys how to do this. So first we're gonna weigh the garlic. This is important. Don't skip this step. What are we at? We're at 887 grams, which is pretty close to 2 pounds. 2 pounds is what, 906 grams. And the reason you're gonna weigh this out, and I think grams is the easiest way to weigh it out, is that'll depend on how much salt we're gonna add to this. The salt, you're going to add 2 to 5% of the weight by volume. So, what would the math be on that? Give me a second. I am the only non-math genius in my family, but 3% is more or less 26 grams. I like to aim for 3 to 4%. And because people need to hear this, it's okay if you're not perfect or it's not specifically on the exact perfect gram thing. Let go of perfection. Let's have fun with this. I'm using Diamond Kosher sea salt because I think it's a really good one. It's affordable. It gets good results. It's easy to find. So that's what I'm using here. This is about half the garlic and you can see it's already pretty full. So I'm just going to put in about half the salt and we're going to save the other half for the rest. Or I put it all in because I wasn't focused. So I guess I'll add the rest of the garlic. This is food content for the non-perfect cook. It was too loud to show you blending, and you guys know what a food processor looks like. So I just do it real quick. I actually aim for more of a minced garlic than a garlic paste. Obviously, if you would prefer a garlic paste, keep going, but we're just gonna stop right here at more of this minced quality. Okay, the next step is going to be putting it in the jar. Because this is around 2 pounds, it's going to probably be more or less a quart jar. I have found when fermenting garlic that saying like a pint a pound or a pound a pint the world round, it holds true. So if you have a pound of garlic, it'll probably make a pint. 2 pounds a quart. If you want more, you can do the math. You get it. Okay, I washed this after dropping it on the ground. This was made by my great-great-grandpa, so I just think it's pretty neat to use. And this is what I'm going to pack the garlic with, because you see it fits perfectly in like a wide mouth mason jar. It's going to be important to pack it down, so you'll want to get something like this or find a way. I've used different things, but since I've had this is all I use. But, all right, give me a second. So I like to get a chunk of it in here, and then I'm going to pack it, and I'm just going to push it down. And we're trying to get as much air out as possible as we're working it down in. This smells so good. It is very intense, but it smells really good, especially for how old this garlic is. This was all stored out in the shed, so it's been kept pretty cold, and I'm now pulling it as it's getting warmer temperatures, because you can see it just is starting to get a little bit of green growth. I'm going to put some more in. Okay, as you can see, it's full. It might be a little too full, but we're going to press it down while it's fermenting, so I'm not that worried. It'll pretty much all end up under a brine anyways. And what I do, and this is like help dummy proof. I'm like winded because I'm so excited for you guys to try this. It's going to be, I use the spring and top from Ball Jar. I'm not sponsored. You didn't get tricked into a long ad. Nobody sponsors my content. And this will press this down. I did clean everything beforehand. I think that's important. Remember to clean everything. And then I put this on. And that is our airlock. It's being pressed down. That's where we're at right now. I'm going to let it ferment for about 2 weeks, but that's it. It is, the hardest part is the peeling the garlic. I mean, if you got a couple friends or whatever, it's not that bad. And you can make quite a lot of minced garlic this way. So I hope that helped.